Uh, so good morning, Jude. So what's our plan today, inshallah? What should we do?
Today we will finish Unit 7.
Finish Unit 7. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Have you got any questions before we start?
No, I don't.
Right. As you may know, your plan this week, you should study daily until Thursday,
Yes.
inshallah, to compensate what you missed last week. You were busy in
Yes.
school exams, so this is the right time to study and complete your course, inshallah, as usual. Just remind me, Jude, please. What did you study last time? What?
Last time we take
Mhm.
um I think no, I don't remember. Yes, we take
Yes.
the amazing children and the grammar.
Yeah, life
I think
stories. Okay.
grammar. Yes.
I think we discussed this story, Pinterest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you remember the life events? The life events of anyone. Like what? Like get a
Well,
job, huh? Meet someone, have children, start school, get married, leave school, start a business, go for
yes.
this, as you mentioned,
Yes.
life events. So anyone on earth may face or should face the same events, but the sequence or the order of these events may change from person to another. For example, some,
Yes.
some people start the business once they graduate from university. Some people say, no, I get a job after I finish university. I should get a job. Then I can start my own business and so on, right?
Right.
We so finished the second grammar discussing the regular and the irregular past verbs. Can you give me examples? Regular, and irregular verbs like what? Leave, for example. Leave,
Um,
the past from leave.
leaves.
Now, leave, left. For
Yes.
example, I left Riyadh when I was 6 years old, for example. I went to London 2 years ago, for example. So went,
Yes.
left, come, came, and so on. We call them irregular past verbs. The regular ones, as you know, just write ed or d or ied, like work, worked, save,
Yes.
saved, play, played, and so on. Right. Did you remember Jane Kennedy? Did you listen to her life story?
No.
No. Right. So we should start from here, listening. Right.
Yes.
So let's
Right.
complete Unit 7, Jackie Kennedy Onassis. Okay, look at the photos, read the book, extract who are the people in the photos. Any ideas? As you see, three
Um.
different pictures. Are they for the same person or different? Focus on the
Different.
girl, please. Focus on the girl. Okay,
The same.
the same, the same, right?
Um. Yes.
The same. So when she was young, and this one uh, quite old, and this one in maybe in her 40s, right? So this is here
Right.
Jackie Kennedy. Any ideas about who is or what is Jackie Kennedy? Have you got an idea?
Um.
Yes, you can read about her. An amazing life. An amazing.
Okay.
Read about her. Then we'll complete our discussion. Yes. So, who is Jackie Kennedy?
She is a great style icon
Yes. In,
um, in the 20s.
yes, 20th century. يعني في القرن العشرين.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
which century are we in, يا جود?
21.
Exactly, yes, 21st century. So this lady in the last century, she was the great style icons, the great style icons. Yes, okay,
And she was influenced fashion
exactly.
and she married twice.
She was,
Uh,
yes, twice, two times. First, oh, the first person, U.S. President, John Kennedy.
yes,
She was
yes,
the president, the wife of the president's, the American president, John Kennedy,
yes.
right?
And the second one,
Yes, great millionaire.
great millionaire.
Yes, Aristotle. Okay, and most people, or especially women, admired admired her. What does it mean admired? Good
يا
word.
رول أتوقع لا
No, admire. لما أقول I admire my math teacher, I admire my science teacher means I love her so much.
yes.
Okay, so or some people around, especially women, admired her, but wasn't all glamour. What does mean glamour?
glamour
Yes, glamour. يعني imagine her life
كانت
as.
حاملة.
Sorry again. glamour يعني خلينا نقول بالعربي يقول حياتها عسل يعني أو حياتها كلها ما شاء الله خالية من مشاكل. لا، but it wasn't all glamour. ما كانتش الحياة تخلو من المشاكل, but her life was full of tragedy.
Oh,
of
yes,
tragedy. كان فيها مأساة, مشاكل الركب, as you say. Okay,
yes.
so now here what should you do? You are going to hear the first part of the story of Jackie Kennedy. Before you listen, can you guess the verb belongs to each gap? I give you 2 minutes. Use the verbs in the box. Of course, you must read them in the past. And try to guess the missing word in each sentence. After that, you should listen to the first part of her story and check your answers. But before you
Okay.
listen, you know the past? What is the past from be?
Bean.
Be was or were. Be was or were, as you know.
Right.
Was with singular, were with plural. Begin,
Um, Began.
began. Begin, began.
Um,
Regular verb. Full,
Fall.
full, يسقط أو يطيح. Full, fill. Full, fill.
Okay.
E. Get,
Got.
got. Meet,
Met.
met. Yes, one E. Jog, jogged. Just write these.
Yes.
Regular verb. Spend,
Spent.
yes, that's right. Study,
Studies.
no. In the past, write ed or ied. Here, studied.
Uh,
Change y and write ied. Travel,
um,
regular verb. So write ed.
Travel.
Traveled. Yes, traveled. Ed. Okay, double L
Okay.
plus ed. Now I think you can answer. Yes, you have two
Yes.
minutes. Start, please. Ready?
No, not yet.
Okay. Try to guess. You should listen and check your answers. But try to guess. Yani do what you can do.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So now listen and double check, please, and correct any mistakes you might have.
Okay.
Unit
7. Recording 5.
Listening?
Jacqueline Lee Bouvier
Yes.
was born on Long Island, near New York, in July 1929. She was the daughter of wealthy parents and spent a happy childhood in and around New York. She studied at university in the USA and at the Sorbonne in Paris, France. She completed her degree in French literature in 1951. In that same year, she began work as a journalist, and she also met the man who changed her life, the future President of the United States, John F. Kennedy.
The couple fell in love, and in 1953 they got married. There were 700 guests at the wedding. They then spent their honeymoon in Acapulco, Mexico. 7 years later, in November 1960, John Kennedy won the presidential election, and Jacqueline, or Jackie Kennedy, was the First Lady of the United States.
As a couple, the Kennedys travelled to many countries, including France, India, and Germany. Jackie Kennedy soon became more than a president's wife. She became a style icon for women all over the world. On one trip, JFK joked, "I am the man who accompanied Jackie Kennedy to Paris."
Okay, Jude. Any mistakes?
No.
Great. Would you like to listen again?
No.
Okay. So now, what should we do? This is the first part of her story, as we mentioned.
Yes.
Okay. What did you like, or what do you like in her life story? Where she was born and what did she study?
Where she born? She born.
She was born. She was born
She was born. On Long
in New York, yeah,
Island.
right?
Yes.
And had she, yeah, yes, go ahead.
She studied in the USA and
She studied. Yeah,
yes,
imagine now
studied.
you are talking about a life in the past, a life story.
Yes.
So you must use past verbs, not present. She studied in the USA, right? And at
Yes.
Sorbonne in Paris. So she studied in two countries, right?
Yes.
And when did she start her first job?
In 1951.
Yes, as what was her job? She was a journalist.
Yes.
كانت صحفية. Okay. So
Okay.
who was her first husband?
Her first husband is
John
the
Kennedy, the
future.
American president,
Yes.
right? right?
Yes.
Okay. And then
They fell in love and
yes, yes, they fell in love. Okay, they fell in love and they got married 2 years later. Okay, and
yes.
they traveled to many countries together, and they had lovely and happy life together. طيب, now listen to
Yes.
the second part of her story. But this
Okay.
time, what you need to do is write the number, write the order, you hear them. Okay? Read the events and please number them based on the recording.
Okay.
Okay? Ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's listen and complete her life story.
Unit 7, Recording 6.
In November 1963, the Kennedys left the White House for their last trip together, to Dallas, Texas. On the 22nd of November, a gunman shot John F. Kennedy dead. After the murder of Kennedy's brother, Robert, or Bobby, in 1968, Jackie Kennedy left America and married Greek millionaire businessman Aristotle Onassis. When Onassis died suddenly in 1975, she returned to the USA and worked for a publishing company. In 1994, she died. Among the tributes were flowers from the famous singer Frank Sinatra. The note read simply, "You are America's Queen."
Again?
Yes.
Unit 7, Recording 6.
In November 1963, the Kennedys left the White House for their last trip together, to Dallas, Texas. On the 22nd of November, a gunman shot John F. Kennedy dead. After the murder of Kennedy's brother, Robert, or Bobby, in 1968, Jackie Kennedy left America and married Greek millionaire businessman Aristotle Onassis. When Onassis died suddenly in 1975, she returned to the USA and worked for a publishing company. In 1994, she died. Among the tributes were flowers from the famous singer Frank Sinatra. The note read simply, "You are America's Queen."
Okay. Are you done?
Actually, I didn't answer everything.
Okay, one more time, no problem. So I'll play one by one.
Unit 7, Recording 6.
In November 1963, the Kennedys left the White House for their last trip together, to Dallas, Texas. On the 22nd of November, a gunman shot John F. Kennedy dead.
So this death of John Kennedy, this is number one.
Yes.
Okay, then
After the murder of Kennedy's brother, Robert, or Bobby, in 1968,
so after the death of Robert Kennedy, so this is number 2, right? What happened?
Yes.
She left.
Jackie Kennedy left America and
She
married
left the
Greek
USA.
millionaire businessman
Yes, left Canada. Sorry, left. Where is it? Jackie Kennedy married Aristotle. This D, right? This 3. The Greek millionaire. She left.
Yes.
Okay. After that, next 4.
Aristotle Onassis. When Onassis died suddenly in 1975,
Okay, so when death of Aristotle, so this is 4. ايه اللي حصل؟
Yes.
Sorry. Jackie Kennedy left the USA. So this is 3. And
Yes.
this 4. Right? So death 5. Here 3,
Yes.
4, 5. Right? Let me
Yes.
erase this. So she left USA, then she got married 4. So after this one, her death, this is 5. What happened? She returned.
she returned to the USA and worked for a publishing company.
Yes, she returned to.
The USA.
She returned to the USA. Where is it?
The last
Yes.
one.
So this is 6, and she worked for a publishing company. 7 before her death. Okay, 8.
Yes.
That's it. So this is the order from 1 to 8. Do you have the same order?
Yes.
Great. So now what should we do? Listen again, but this time write the date of each event. Again, listen again, but this time please write the year or the date when
Okay.
each event happened. For example, death of John Kennedy, 1963. You can write the year, no need to write the date. Just write 1963 next to each event. So let's listen again.
Okay.
6.
In November 1963, the Kennedys left the White House for their last trip together, to Dallas, Texas. On the 22nd of November, a gunman shot John F. Kennedy dead. After the murder of Kennedy's brother, Robert, or Bobby, in 1968, Jackie Kennedy
In
68.
1968, right? Next.
Yes.
left America and married Greek millionaire businessman Aristotle Onassis. When Onassis died suddenly in 1975,
1975. 1975.
75.
This one, death of her second husband, right?
Yes.
she returned to the USA and worked for a publishing company. In 1994, she died.
Yes, 1994. She died. This one, 1994. 1994. She died.
Among the tributes were flowers from the famous singer Frank Sinatra. The note read simply, "You are America's Queen."
Right? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So now after listening to the 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, can you please, Jude, tell me the story of John Kennedy or Jackie Kennedy? Take your time.
Okay.
Try to focus on the key events in her life. Try to guess, try to order them again, right?
Okay.
And talk about her life, please, and focus on her life events. You have 1 minute to prepare yourself. Please start talking once you're ready.
Okay.
Ready? Jude, are you ready?
No, not yet.
Right. Okay, no need to give me all the details, just as a briefing, a summary about her life.
Okay.
Because this is your homework, you should think of a person with amazing life. This person may be a friend or a family member or a famous person, and write sentences about him or her, like this, So
Yes.
in your story, you should cover the same ideas. Okay, from the beginning, from his birth to his death. إذا توفى يعني تحكي لي القصة كلها من يوم ما اتولد إلى أن توفى أو لو عايش حتى الآن no problem. Okay, so you
Okay.
can do this. Focus on the same ideas.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, please. Are you writing, Jude?
Yes.
No need to write now. This is for our discussion. You can write later. Take your time for writing now. I'd like you to talk about her.
Okay.
Not to write, I know you're writing, you need minimum 15 minutes. Just talking describing her life events.
Okay.
Mhm.
She was born near New York, and she
Okay.
has a happy childhood.
Again,
And
please, sorry for interruption, يا Jude. Again, you're talking about someone in the past. كلامنا كله في الماضي ما تنسيش. كلامنا كله في الماضي. احنا بنتكلم عن life events. شيء حصلت خلاص وانتهت. Okay, يعني you should say she had a lively childhood. Yes, go ahead.
okay. She was born in Long Island
Yes, yeah,
in July 1929.
right.
She spent her childhood in around New York, and she studied at the USA and at the Sorbonne in Paris, France.
Sorbonne in Paris, yeah.
Okay. She got married to John
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Yeah, okay.
In the
After
United
that,
States,
yes, yeah,
and she became
yes, you're right. Icon style, our style icons.
Yes, she became icon style.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, great. And after the death of her husband, she returned to the USA and she worked for a publishing company, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as I mentioned, this is your homework. Please write a detailed life story of someone you know very well or someone celebrity or famous. Okay, so now let's complete the second vocabulary past time phrases. Again, Jude, when you talk about the past, you should say the time. You should mention when this event happened, right? So what we need to do, please try to focus on these words. We have this, you can say this, last, on, yesterday, when I was, or you can say 20 years ago, for example. So how to structure a time phrase or past time phrase? You can, it's just easy start. You can say this summer, this morning,
Okay.
this winter, for example, this year, this week, this evening, this morning. What does it mean, this? For example, I did my homework this morning. What does it mean? هذا الصباح خلص ولا لسه؟
لا
لسه
خلص.
لا ما خلص. لما أقول لك this summer I went to London مثلا.
لا
فاهمة؟
لسه ما خلص.
ما خلص. يبقى كلمة this هنا بعدها على طول أقول التايم. لما أقول this year we built a new house. يبقى السنة خلصت ولا لسه؟ لسه ما
لا
خلص.
لسه.
فهماني؟ يبقى you can use this. إيه الكلمات اللي تيجي after this? You can use all of them. For example, this summer, this morning, and can you complete? Huh? This afternoon, this
afternoon,
yes,
this Tuesday,
yes,
this weekend, this year.
exactly. Type last you can say what? Huh? Last year, last summer,
last night,
yes.
last 12 years. No.
No.
Last year, yes.
Last weekend, last year. So let's write them together. So last year, last summer. Of course, you can last year, last okay, last summer, last year. Huh? Yes, go ahead. Last weekend.
Yes, last weekend.
Okay. Any more ideas? Type. We finished all of them. Last summer,
yes.
last year, last weekend, last night, last night. Okay.
Okay.
Type. The next one, on. On my last birthday. On my last birthday. Right?
Yes.
On Sunday, for example, on Monday, any days of the week.
Yes.
Type yesterday. Yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, yesterday morning.
Yes.
أمس الصباح, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. You can write all of this. Type. When I was 12 years old.
When I was 12
for example,
years old.
Yes, I went to blah blah blah. وكمل. When I was a child. When I was a child. Okay. The last one you can say 20 years ago or 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
Clear? Okay.
Yes.
This is what we mean past time phrases. So please, Yajud, in your writing or in your talking about the past, use any time phrase like this, as we wrote them in order. Okay. So of course you can write the same here. You can write this order in your homework. More than a year ago, less than a year ago, or this week or today. The same. And the same time phrases, but write them in 3 different groups. Right? And this is at the end of our class today. So inshallah Rabbil Alameen, we should complete this unit tomorrow بأمر we should enjoy listening to a different life story, and at the end of this unit inshallah you should be able to write fantastic life story. Okay?
Yes.
Any questions?
Okay. No.
Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care. في أمان الله.
Thank you.
No problem.